I'm just letting you know now, like, this is how we doing the hair today. It's not a headband. It's not even a braid. My hair's not even down. You're just gonna have to get over it. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey with Teaching Online with Kelsey. So if this is your first time seeing me, please make sure it's not the last time by hitting that red subscription button and the bell down below so that you are notified of when I come out with a new video on my channel every week. And please make sure to give this video a thumbs up because it does support me and this channel. And if you want to support me even further, please check out all of the links in my description box of my paid and free resources that I have to offer. And of course, if after watching this video, if you have further questions for me, please leave those comments down below. I love having these conversations with you and being able to respond and answer those questions that you have for me. And also hearing your ideas on what videos I should talk about next. As we are speaking and as you are watching this video, Outschool has released a brand new teaching format that you can teach on the platform. And what am I talking about specifically? I'm talking about a format where it's just specifically for one-on-one tutoring. Now, many of you that may be teaching on a platform like Outschool or ALLSCHOOL or any other platform, you may be reliant on online teaching platforms because your community may be too small or you may not have a clientele base already to where you can already teach one-on-one independently. So following this new format on Outschool is what's going to help you build your clientele and build your community that you are looking for in having a successful online teaching business. So we're going to digest together the article that Outschool shared where it talks a little more about what this new one-on-one format looks like and what we should expect out of it and how it can help us in the long run with our online teaching business. I'm going to tell you now, I'm just going to read directly from the article that is on my computer, and I'll make sure I share, the article with you in this video so that way you can see what I'm seeing as well. When this article was first released, it was released on June 21st of 2023. So as you are watching this, it says in the article that it's going to be officially released on July 6th, which as I am showing this video to you, it should be July 6, 2023 or later. It says on the title of the article, Platform Update, Enhancing One-on-One Learning on Outschool. Here's how the article reads. In March 2023, we announced that changes would be coming soon to the one-on-one learning and teaching experience on Outschool. Demand for tutoring from Outschool families continues to rise, and our team is focused on improving and enhancing one-on-one class management tools for educators and the tutoring enrollment process. We're excited to share that after intentional feedback-driven development and testing in collaboration with both educators and parents, the new one-on-one class experience is here. So this has been asked by many teachers, many educators on the Outschool platform to have an easier format to offer one-on-one lessons. And I think this is great because a lot of the times there are parents on the other end that are confused as to whether it's one-on-one classes or if it's something like with group classes involved. So this brings up a lot of clarity. And since we've obviously seen that parents are reaching out to teachers to have more one-on-one lessons, this is great for Outschool to be able to offer this kind of platform. And if you are an online teacher and you just, want to focus on one-on-one teaching and you don't really have a clientele to kind of do it on your own, then definitely consider Outschool in terms of having that specific one-on-one format. And we're going to keep reading and just see how it can make all of our lives a little bit easier to do one-on-one tutoring on Outschool. So it is important to note that if you are a part of an organization or you are in charge of an organization, that this one-on-one feature is specifically tailored for independent teachers. However, there is supposed to be a finalized release for a one-on-one format for organizations either later in 2023 or in 2024 would be the latest. So Outschool's intentions for the one-on-one format, as it says in the article, is what's changing about one-on-one classes. One-on-one classes on Outschool will soon function as a unique class format designed specifically to accommodate the needs of tutoring learners and educators. This next part is what really compelled me to have all of us be encouraged to at least try one-on-one tutoring on Outschool, just to try out the functions and to see if this would be a viable option if you don't already have a clientele base for one-on-one tutors or tutoring. Wow. So it says, in designing this new format, our team focused on addressing some of the most common pain points we hear surrounding one-on-one learning enrollment and teaching experience. With this update, you will find easier class creation and management. No more need to create different formats. So like, you don't have to do ongoing and create like one person, in there. You can do it all by utilizing on the new one-on-one format. New scheduling tools that allow educators to customize and automate their availability for tutoring without creating dozens of new one-on-one class sections. Manual scheduling and section transfers for one-on-one classes are a thing of the past. So this is a huge deal in terms of Outschool creating this new format in terms of scheduling, because anytime that I would try to offer one-on-one lessons on the Outschool platform, it really took a lot of time. And it took me figuring out, okay, so I have to schedule out, this many dates. And, time is of the essence when you're an online teacher, because you are wearing a lot of hats when you're an online teacher. So if Outschool is able to help you save time in terms of when you don't have to put out as many sections for one-on-one tutoring, then that means more time for anything else that is helpful for you in your online teaching business. The next point that it shares is continuous classrooms for one-on-one learners, even if they take a break or change their tutoring schedule. Easily track learning progress and return to prior projects with a consistent one-on-one learning space. That is huge, because, while we could just cancel out with the little X in the ongoing sections, if we have one-on-one tutoring, the old way, a lot of times if they are ongoing, they may forget, and then they end up canceling because they missed 3 times or whatever, and not realize I lost the teacher. It doesn't have to be that way. Now here's a big one, a big key one that is really this is something that should be standard for not only online teachers, but just brick and mortar tutors, with a refund policy. It says all one-on-one classes will have a standard refund policy. Full refund until 48 hours in advance or within 24 hours of the initial purchase until class starts. This will enable parents to use those new scheduling tools when they need them most, taking admin work off your plate. Yes. See, Outschool knows that online teachers do a lot already. And so taking that time out of the day to schedule out the classes, especially if it's just one-on-one, can be a pain in the where.
Just try not to get demonetized.
As a result of these updates, educators will also notice a reduction in time spent communicating with families about small changes and more flexible enrollment options for parents that we believe will encourage more re-enrollments following a one-time tutoring class. All I'm saying is that statement here is a great funneling technique. Obviously, what you want to do is have a one-time tutoring class, so that way you can evaluate your families or evaluate the student that you're teaching, and then you would use that next class feature, and you would funnel them into this new one-on-one feature, where then it'll be easier to schedule out. It's like Outschool's doing the work for you. Then in the next part of the article, it talks about the new pricing guideline for one-on-one classes. So currently the prices that educators on Outschool charge for one-on-one classes are often far below the prices set by some competing platforms. This is particularly true for tutoring in traditional academic subjects, especially math and English. The average price range for academic online tutoring for kids under 18 is $60 to $100 US per hour. This kind of goes back a little bit. I don't know how many of you that are online teachers just truly focus on one-on-one teaching. If you're one of those teachers, please let me know down in the comments. But there is sort of been like a standard rate for tutoring, whether in person or online, that it would be that you would charge your families $1 a minute. But because inflation is very real, and also with the Outschool platform, if you are choosing to broaden your clientele by using Outschool as your advertisement, as for them to push your classes for families to see on here, then this is what's going to, make you think, okay, they're going to take 30% of my pay when I do Outschool. So you also have to consider, how much you should be earning at the end of the day in terms of your one-on-one. So think about that 30% and think about, should it be $1.50? Should it be $2 a minute? Just, because inflation is just awful. So you also need to think about your worth. And I know sometimes it can be so easy to just fall into the pit of like,
well, I just want to help families out and I just want to be supportive. And, some families, they just can't really afford it and I just want to help.
I'm not saying, you can or cannot do that. I'm just letting you know, if online teaching is something that you want to do full-time, you want to replace, your full-time job, and you want to make sure that it brings food to the table and a roof over your head, you have to consider fairly pricing your tutoring sessions. Let's keep going. While the flexibility provided by Outschool to set your own prices and determine your own success is highly valued by many of our educator entrepreneurs, true, what we're seeing right now is one downside to infinite flexibility. Some educators are undervaluing their tutoring services, and that can be detrimental to their ability to create a sustainable business model and earn revenue. Didn't I just say something like that in terms of just like, hey, don't charge less, especially if you want to make this, something that's part of your online teaching success? Didn't we just talk about that? We know that the educators who choose to tutor on Outschool have incredible high quality learning experiences to offer. Teachers of all kinds have historically had their time and skills undervalued and been underpaid for their work. Preach. Now, we want to do everything we can to prevent that trend continuing for our educator entrepreneurs. We encourage all educators to evaluate their pricing for one-on-one classes in relation to the industry average, and we want you to feel empowered to set prices that reflect the time and value of your time and expertise. I just read that so wrong. The sentence actually says reflect the value of your time and expertise. Ooh. Signal to parents the value of your class in relation to others in the tutoring marketplace. Help you stay competitive in the online tutoring market and provide enough revenue for you to sustain your teaching business on Outschool. Now, if you watched my videos because of ALLSCHOOL and you are watching these videos now about Outschool and you're thinking, well,
I tried Outschool to see if I could get something out of that, and I haven't really gotten a lot of that, and they're only tailored to a specific clientele, and I have a lot more to offer than ESL lessons.
I'm not saying you shouldn't go to Outschool, but I'm not stopping you from it either. Obviously, the links to sign up to join Outschool and the application process, they're all down below in my description box. So if you had been trying out Outschool and you didn't really find a lot of success on it, then try Outschool out. And Outschool is actually the first platform that I tried out before ALLSCHOOL. So it was what kind of helped me start this channel and to inspire me to help you out. So it's like I'm going back to the genesis of why I'm doing this in the first place. So just a friendly reminder. Here's an interesting thing that pops up about math and English tutoring. So it says here, to help educators get closer to industry standards, there will be a minimum price requirement of $30 per hour. So it says this requirement will initially only apply to math and English 101 classes, as these academic subjects typically have higher price points. Look at that. Look at that. Look at Outschool looking out for its educators. Look at that. Now, should you do $30 per hour? No, honestly. I mean, I'd say for me, a minimum of $30 for 30 minutes. I mean, bare minimum. You know, if you want to do like a happy medium where it'll be like $1.50 per minute, I would go up to $2, honestly, because this inflation is kind of ridiculous. And man, everything's just expensive. Know your worth. You'll notice this required minimum is well below the industry average for online tutoring listed above. So $60, $100 per hour. Like, I wouldn't be mad. Like, I feel like I would probably charge $50 for a 30-minute session on Outschool, because when you have to factor in the 30% takeaway that they do, yeah, I would do $50 personally. While only a small number of classes are currently priced below $30 per hour, we hope that this change can bring Outschool in line with current industry standards. So if you're a parent watching this and you're just like, "This is expensive," you're part of the reason teachers are storming out of classrooms and becoming online teachers. So here's the big announcement of when will the format be available. Here's what it says. Some educators who are in our earliest release group may see this feature become available as soon as June 22nd, 2023. Once the new format is available to you, you'll see an alert on your class dashboard. So some of you, or there are some Outschool teachers out there that have already been experiencing this. And if you're watching my video and you happen to be in that early group of Outschool teachers being able to try out this experience earlier, please let us know in the comments. Like, how is that? Have you already started classes? You know, have you already started teaching clientele with the new format? Please let us know. But the big question that it answers on here is, when is this going to be available to everyone? It says the one-on-one class format will be available to all independent educators creating new one-on-one classes on July 6th, 2023. So the reason I made this video was very, very intentional. I wanted it to be released when it would be available to all of us today or sometime whenever you're watching this in the future, basically. And educators may also begin updating their existing one-on-one classes to the new format using a simple migration process on that date. So most one-on-one classes will all be, well, good Lord. Most one-on-one classes will be automatically migrated to the new format on July 31st, 2023, if they have not yet been migrated by the educator. Well, that's good to know. In case life gets busy for you and you have one-on-one classes and you just not had an opportunity to change over your current one-on-one classes to the new format, Outschool will do it for you by the end of July. How kind. If the price of a math or English one-on-one class is below the $30 minimum, the price will be raised to the minimum amount for new enrollments at the time it is automatically migrated. Very nice. Love it. So the final thing that it shares on here is, when will parents see classes in this new format? As soon as you create a new class or migrate an existing class using the one-on-one format, it will be live on Outschool and visible to all parents. Parents may begin enrolling using new availability tools to create their preferred class schedules right away. So we believe this shift to a new and improved one-on-one format will help our community continue to thrive and spread a love of learning across the world. And obviously it has a little thing on there. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to the support team on Outschool. So my final thoughts about the article that we just read together and we digested together is that I'm actually really excited for this new format, especially if this is something that educators, specifically online and Outschool educators, have been looking for already. I expect this to be a really positive, result, and lots of teachers who want to be an online teacher and maybe they don't necessarily have like a specific niche or like specific group classes that they want to teach, that they could just start tutoring on the Outschool platform and just focus on that rather than thinking like, oh, should I create a solar system class? Should I create a club? Should I do this? You know, for a lot of teachers, they may just want to tutor because tutoring can be a very, very valuable business. Viable. Good Lord. Tutoring of any sort, whether online or in person, can be a viable source of income. So if you're wanting to get started on online teaching and you're thinking like, I don't really have a niche, don't fret. Like if you have already been a teacher and you left the classroom, you know, you don't have to have these, you know, these class ideas now. What you can do is just start with tutoring and just share like, hey, this is, you know, my expertise. This is what I'm certified in. I'd be happy to help your child in anyone. And you can create a math section. You can create an English section. You can make a science section. So whatever fancies you, whatever is your big expertise, go for it. Outschool is bringing out this new opportunity, and now is the time to jump at it. So let me know in the comments, are you going to do this new one-on-one format on Outschool? Are you curious? Do you think this will help with your online teaching business? Please, please, please share with us. I want to hear how it goes. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.